Take me back to my hometown. Take me back to my loved ones. We were kids, now we're all grown. Back in my hometown. Take me back to my hometown.
Hi, everyone. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. I just want to take a moment to thank you for tuning in to our most recent episode. I've received a handful of DMs, and I'm truly grateful for the kind words, especially those directed at the closing segments. Some of you opened up, sharing that you're feeling lonely, like no matter how hard you try, whether it's dating apps or meeting people through friends, you just can't seem to catch a break. A few even shared something heavier that they are feeling undeserving of love and that loneliness is slowly wearing them down. What struck me the most, though, was that one question that kept coming up across these messages. How do you know when you met the one? What are the signs? And how and when does it actually happen? I've been thinking about this question a lot. Originally, I planned to save this topic for another time, but the final 3 episodes of season 1 already have a different direction. So I've decided to drop a bonus episode, one born directly from our last one. This one's for you. It's real, it's deep, it's raw, it's emotional, and it's honest. We'll unpack the signs, the truth behind the connection, and the difference between settling and settling down. Let's challenge our thinking. Let's talk about what love really looks like. I'm going to call this segment the beginning, the unraveling, the reminder. Now, I know I was supposed to take some time off to focus on my mental health and, just to get myself back in good space. But with everything that came through after our last episode, I felt the responsibility that I couldn't ignore because I feel like that episode definitely triggered a lot of you. So, to those of you who reached out, I hear you. I felt the weight of your messages, and honestly, your questions stuck with me, especially the one about knowing when you met the one. I understand how deep that runs and how urgently some of you are searching for answers. So, even though I've been running on just 3.5 hours sleep, I worked all morning, and although I should be resting, I stayed up last night to write this. Not because I'm ignoring my own needs, but because I care. Because if you are struggling, I want you to have something that you can come back to when you need it most. This bonus episode is for you. It comes from a place of sacrifice and, of course, genuine concern and real connection. I didn't think that closing segment would affect some of you to this magnitude. So here it is, the full final version, seamlessly brought together. Every theme we built, the tone, the emotion, the vulnerability, all of it woven into one powerful story. The kind that makes people feel everything, especially the ones who need to hear it the most. Depression is a serious topic, one I didn't speak on in the last episode because it's real, it's present, especially in solitude. When I moved, changed my number, cut ties with people who once meant the world to me, I definitely did felt it. It was heavy, quiet, yet loud, all at once. I don't have a roadmap for it, no one size fits all solution. Truth is, I don't even know how I survived it. But yet I sit here before you. And it definitely is a testament that if I could make it through, you could too. But that's my honest answer about the depression. I have no idea how I made it out of there. Um, but I do know this: I didn't run from it. I sat in it. In fact, I marinated in it. I felt every emotion: regret, sadness, sorrow, self pity, and I didn't waver. I went through it because there was literally no way around it. You want to know when peace finds you? You'll feel it. It's actually undeniable. It's like that scene in Get Rich or Die Trying when 50 Cent buys that Mercedes, pops in his demo, and just drives. He actually pulls up to a place overlooking New York. He gets out, he smiles, he sits on the hood of his, car, and he takes a deep breath and he just stares at the city. That's what peace feels like. I had my 50-cent moment too. Mine happened at Niagara Falls. I stood there. I knew. I had peace. And that was when everything changed. The weekend after Niagara Falls, I flew home. 3 months of nonstop work. I needed to, reset. Went out with some new friends. I hit the club, drank too much, came home, ready to crash. I was done. Then a friend called, begging me to come to this house party. I told him no, but he didn't care. He just said, I'm already on my way. Get up, get dressed. Then hung up on me. I was annoyed, but I got dressed. And then when the call came, I walked out. And that's the thing. When you finally find peace, real peace, the universe moves out the way. And sometimes it doesn't ask, it just shifts the pieces. That night, I didn't want to go. I had nothing left to give. I was dead ass tired. But the universe gave me no other option. Now, here's one thing I want to highlight: don't force the beginning, let it find you. Let it happen organically, because when it's real, it just is. That night, I met her. Her smile was warm. Her eyes saw through me. Her voice was gentle. Her laugh, man, it stole everything. We were quickly introduced, and that was it. The next day, she added me on Facebook. We talked on Messenger. I gave her my number. We texted. After a few days, I flew back to Toronto for work. We stayed connected: phone, video, late night convos. 2 weeks later, I flew back to see her for 3 days. And when I left again, I joked, fly out to see me. And she did. This girl didn't know me. I could have been anybody. Could have been a serial killer. She would have disappeared. Who knows? But she took the leap. She chose me. And just like that, Toronto became ours. Every street, every block, every moment, ours. We did everything. $8,000 in memories. Every nook, every cranny, getting lost, laughing, exploring the city like it was built just for us. I took her to Maid of the Mist, which is pretty much a boat that brings you face to face with Niagara Falls. It gets you real close. She couldn't swim, so she was petrified and terrified of open waters. But I told her, I got you. I'll never let you go. And I held her tightly. She stepped to the railing, shaking, scared, but smiling. And I just held her. And that moment was everything. That was love. That was trust. That was the beginning. Fast forward 15 years later, we're divorced. And now I sit here in reflection. Um, she came into my life when I wasn't ready. Everything happened so fast. I uh, I never had time to process, to breathe, to understand. I just knew I was madly in love, and it was magic. But life, marriage, family, they slowly unravel you. And if you're not intentional about holding on to the beginning, it fades quite quickly. The beginning isn't how you fell in love, it's what saves you when you are falling apart. But only if you remember it, only if you keep it close. Because the minute you stop remembering, the minute you take it for granted, the minute you forget why you chose each other, that's when the end begins. And all beauty eventually dies. There you have it. Find peace first. Because once you do, everything else will find you. You won't expect it. It won't come when you are searching. It'll come quietly, unexpectedly, like a whisper that turns into a storm. And when it does, when it finds you, slow down, breathe it in, and hold on tightly. Because those who experience this, they're going to tell you exactly the same thing I'm telling you. When it happens fast. But love like that, it's rare. And if you're lucky enough to feel it, don't ever let it go. And with that, that ends today's bonus episode. We will return shortly with the next episode. I'm going to take some time to myself. I hope I've given what you needed today. I hope I've answered your question. Stay blessed, go with God, and may you find joy along your path. Over now.